So, Xdefiant, it had a play test over this last couple of days, well, last day I would say, and it was from 3 o'clock Eastern time up to 9 o'clock Eastern PM. So you had 6 hours to play, and where do I even begin? I think this game should release in February, and I will tell you guys why. So when I first launched the game, nothing was loading in, and I was trying to figure out why. I reinstalled it, my guns wouldn't load in, I couldn't see enemies or teammates, and the reason for this was I had a custom launch, I set some launch options basically to disable DirectX 12, because in the previous playtest, it forced DirectX 12 and I wanted to be on DirectX 11. And DirectX 12 basically made the game super vibrant and I wasn't able to see anything. So I launched it in DirectX 11 and it fixed everything. Once I removed those custom launch options, I was able to actually play, and it just felt horrible. I would say that the mouse input was fine until you got into a gunfight. Gunfights felt absolutely horrible. The netcode felt horrendous. The netcode was probably, like, I liken it to when the netcode first was in the first open beta, right? I think it was 2 betas ago or 3 betas ago. There was a beta that, or was just a closed play test, I remember. Netcode felt fine, but right now I'm just getting shot behind walls, and it's super annoying. And there's like a weird mouse accel going on when you have a scope on your gun. It's hard to explain. Like sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. It just felt super inconsistent, and I opted for iron sights. The hollow sight wasn't too bad. I didn't feel it that much, but iron sights just felt way better. And let's just say that assault rifles are pretty much dead. It is a SMG meta right now. SMGs are dominant, and I think it's because most people run iron sights on SMGs. Most of the time you really don't run a sight, and that helps out with, like I said, when you put a sight on, there's like a random mouse accel on it, which feels just absolutely bad. When you get into a gunfight, it feels really bad. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it feels like my mouse, I don't have control over my mouse. It feels like it's really difficult to make micro adjustments. And like I said, I would not recommend this game. And furthermore, it's taken so long to launch. We have COD Next coming up next week on October 5th, and then Modern Warfare 3 beta on PlayStation starts the 6th. So everybody's going to be super hyped for that. And then the week after that, we have open beta or closed beta for PC, and then open beta for everyone, right? Xbox, PC. So there's gonna be a lot of hype for that. And then just a few weeks later, we have the launch of MW3, and everybody's gonna be playing that. It's gonna be taking over the FPS genre. Literally everybody's gonna be playing MW3. So if this game launches within that window, it only has about 2 weeks to survive, and then it's going to be dead. Everything felt the same. I can't remember what class it is, but the class that has that little annoying robot that runs around, it's like a spider drone and it jumps on your screen. That is super annoying. Like, why is that in the game? The flamethrower person is super annoying, super overpowered, because you literally can't counter it. If he hits you with that flamethrower, you're dead. And it just felt really bad, I would say. I hate to say this, and I'm not being a hater, but it just felt like something was off in the game, and it did not feel smooth. The jump fatigue and everything, like they nerf movement so much. And for one, okay, I understand where they're coming from. I understand why they nerfed it, but like it just feels horrible now, right? The jump fatigue feels horrible. Maybe like up it to like 4 or 5 jumps, and then you get the fatigue, so you just can't like spam it everywhere. But right now, I don't think that like is the solution. and it just doesn't feel right. Like, I hate to say it, but Modern Warfare 2 feels better on mouse and keyboard than Xdefiant right now. The gun, like, I like how fast paced it is. I like how the maps are. It's really easy to navigate, but the spawns, like, you can spawn trap pretty easily in this game, pretty easily. And I feel like the capture flags to run from one point to another, it just takes too long, to where a team could easily just, you know, completely demolish you. And also the team balancing, I feel like if you're a really good player, you're going to get screwed, because what they do is they make it to where there's no skill-based matchmaking, right? You match with whoever, but then they balance the teams to where if you're not in a party, you will get screwed by your other teammates because they're just not as good as you, and all the other good players are on the other team because they're trying to balance out the steamrolling in this game, which I can understand, but I wish they like tweak the team balancing just a little bit more. The game looks great. Like, the game looks great, but it's just something weird. The recoil's kind of weird, and like I said, assault rifles are kind of broken, or not broken, but they're super underpowered right now. SMGs are definitely the meta, especially with the really close gunfights that you're going to be getting in. Assault rifles just doesn't feel that good, but other than those issues, like I said, I think the perfect time for Xdefiant to launch is in February, right when the Call of Duty is like dying down and everybody's looking for another FPS shooter to play. And I think that that would help the game out a lot. But let me know down in the comment section below. The gameplay in the background is just some clips that I've gotten. You'll see me die. I was struggling for a little bit. I wish that they would add, like, I wish I knew what monitor coefficient they were using, because like I said, it was really hard to like fine tune my mouse to where I really liked it. And it has like that, I don't know, like it felt like there was a little bit of input delay. It wasn't really smooth, it wasn't snappy. And I feel like they still have a lot of work to do. Controller aim assist was bugged. Don't have your controller plugged in when you're playing this game on mouse and keyboard, because there's some weird interaction to where you get aim assist on mouse sometimes and then you're not able to control recoil. There's a weird bug with it. So don't, if you're gonna play it with mouse and keyboard, play with mouse and keyboard. If you're gonna play with controller, then you can just play with controller. And there is no like locked screen where you could like, oh, you're queuing up as a mouse and keyboard player, but right in the middle of the match you could switch to a controller and then you're going up against mouse and keyboard players. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be fun for a little bit, but like I said, I wouldn't recommend this, especially since Call of Duty is coming out real soon. So I'm always interested to hear what you guys have to say down in the comment section below. Always remember to stay blessed and stay humble, and I'll catch you in another video. Peace.